Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a home garden tour. I've been working in the garden pretty much all winter, but I hadn't really done an update, and a lot of it is that I got the plants going, I got them started, I got them planted, but because of the little sun that it gets back here during the winter, stuff has been getting it grows slower, much slower than it does in full sun, like it does at the community garden plot. So let me go ahead and turn you guys around, and let's do a quick garden tour, show you what I've been doing today, see what's going on with the garden, and we'll go from there. Okay, I like how I have the option of zooming out even more on the regular video. I just shot like a 10-second clip on cinematic setting on the 16 Pro Max. My 12 Pro Max just kind of said screw you and gave up. Battery just wasn't really holding a charge. Anyway, let me show you what I've been doing today. So, way too much. Okay, pulled pretty much all of the calendulas just because we're getting all battery mildew. Zoom back out. This is the bed that had the blueberries. Blueberries didn't do all that hot. I think I didn't have the drip system in here, so I think that's what ended up killing them, not enough water. And this does get a lot of shade. The pea plants kind of look a little funky, so I ended up pulling all of the calendulas that were in there. I think they were way too wet once I added the drip system, and because it's all part of the whole garden, there's too much water. So I pulled all the calendula out of front. I put in some parsnips. I'm trying to use up all the seeds that I have, all the older stuff. So I planted 2 rows of parsnips mixed in with beets. So we'll see what survives. They're older seed, and I think parsnips are really only good that first year of seed that they were saved. Every year after that, they go down pretty dramatically as far as germination rate. So anyway, bunch of beets and parsnips. This stuff is the banana leaves that I had all over the ground. I try and clip them back. These are all the calendulas from the entire garden. This is the other banana. Let's start over here. So all this right here had calendulas. I think these are radishes, maybe beets. I know for sure radishes. I just did a full row of beets. This is the saffron. Tons of lettuce. So the lettuce back here I haven't really picked at all this winter, just because they grow so slowly. I've been picking the lettuce from the community garden plot. All in here, I took something out. I took a few of the calendulas, did a few rows of beets, more beets, premier kale. This is getting a lot of powdery mildew. I really haven't even used this one that much because I tried sauteing it, and because the leaves are so weak and so thin, they just pretty much wilted almost instantly. It's kind of like radish or spinach. Speaking of spinach, I started a bunch of seeds in like little 2-inch cups, 3-inch cups, and I just put in clumps. I know I should thin these, but I think we'll see how they do. Bunch of lettuce. This is the wax jambu. And if you don't know, Coastal Homestead over on over on Instagram has a YouTube channel. She just did an awesome video. It is a long one. It's about 30 minutes, 40 minutes of planting up a full bed. I think it's a birdie's bed, but she has the taller one. And she went through and showed you how she planted out a winter garden in that bed. A lot of it was starts, but she did have some seeds. Please go watch her video, and you can figure out how I plant my radishes. She and I plant them the same exact way. I think it's towards the end of the video, so you gotta watch the whole thing. Anyway, I just love that we have another SoCal gardener on YouTube. Anyway, radishes, I think parsnips, and then I've got potatoes all throughout the garden. I don't even remember where they are. Carrots, and I think I put some carrots along the back row. Potatoes are in the middle. More carrots back there, and I think radishes. This is turning into a pepper tree. I don't know the variety, but these are spicy. My family's been enjoying them. I've been pickling them. This is a mix of, looks like beets, radishes, and probably bok choy. This is the insane bed that had the root knot nematodes, so I'm growing a ton of spinach mustard in it. And there is a sweet potato vine that came up in it. But root knot nematodes, this bed in the spring, they're going to chop down. I will probably just drop all the mustards just on top, covered in compost, and then plant, or I might just pull all the mustard, just chop them off at the soil level, dump that all into the compost, top it off with compost, and then plant a bunch of French marigolds, because that's supposed to help with the population for the root knot nematodes. This one has, I think it looks like cilantro, radishes, and possibly beets. I don't know. We have a kohlrabi. This is the pomegranate tree I had over in the corner in it. Excuse me, in a grow bag. It is going through winter right now, so that's why it looks like that. Tons of lettuce. These are the shallots that I had honestly forgot about from San Diego Seed Company. Oh, and the potatoes are Russian banana potatoes, also from San Diego Seed Company. They actually say, Bridget actually said that potatoes should be grown in the winter and zoned for sure 10, probably 9. So I ended up buying some. They're like almost like fingerling potatoes, a little bigger. And so we'll see how those do. These are probably the only, these are probably the only calendulas left in the garden, because it's closer to the entrance of the garden, which is over here. It doesn't get as much cold as it does back there. So this gets the most sun, and so that's why it really doesn't have the powdery mildew. Lots of lettuce, is shard all up in through here. This is not all of my garlic. There is garlic. There's a few of them right here. I think this is the bulk of the garlic. I do have some garlic at the community garden plot. I think like maybe a head. So there's maybe 5 or 6 cloves. Also from San Diego Seed Company. So I mean, that's pretty much it for the garden tour. It's not a huge amount of stuff going on. This is what I usually do. I usually have headphones on like I do now. Or I had the speaker going, playing some music, and just really getting into it. I was going to do a time-lapse of all the planting and whatnot and the work I was doing in here, but it just makes it a whole lot easier just to get it done. And it makes it easier on editing. And like I said, if you want the explanation for it, go over to Chai Ming's video, Coastal Homestead. I'll link it below for you guys. And then that way you guys can go watch it. Do me a favor and go watch the video. It's actually really informative. So I went ahead and pulled out the compost, I can't remember, aerator. Pulled all this stuff. Oh, I didn't take a video or a picture of it, but I did it right in the middle. Pulled out a massive amount of them. Dumped it on the sides. I don't know where it went. I had the compost bin from the kitchen scraps. Dumped it all right down in the middle. Went into each corner. Pulled out a ton. Put it on top, and then basically aerated the whole thing. Dumped all that in, covered up all the fresh kitchen scraps, and then I finished off with the spent mushroom substrate bricks from Long Beach Mushrooms, and that's what I had in the container, which is now what has the calendulas. Calendulas are going to go in trash just because of all the powdery mildew on them. These are all the banana leaves, so these are going to go into here once this is a chance to break down. What I might actually do is just leave this alone, let it cook for a while, aerate it some more the next time I have another bucket ready to go. And then when the mustard over there is ready, I guess the last clip was me telling you how I was going to pull the mustard from over there. Once this is ready, then I will take this, cover it up over there, and plant the marigolds. Go over and check out her video. This is my stuff. Oh, let me show you this real quick. So these are all the stuff I planted. So we have lots of carrots, radishes, and beets. Everything has been watered in. And let me show you the seeds I got going. So this is for my succession sowing. We have the beets, multi-sown beets. I've never been able to get them done right or get them planted right, so I want, if you have any tips or tricks on those, I would love to hear them. We have the kohlrabi, lettuce, spinach, more lettuce, and then this is coriander or cilantro. We love our cilantro, and I'm gonna tuck it in everywhere as the stuff at the community garden plot starts coming out. I can start dropping these in. I'm gonna go through and thin those out. I have some mini clippers in here somewhere. And then that way those can grow up. And as also as these start coming out, I might put some more lettuce in here as these come out, just because these take forever to grow here because we don't get a ton of sun back here in the winter. Not only that, I'll take out the bigger ones. I'm gonna try and do it in a pattern, and then that way each plant has enough space to expand. And then we'll go from there. But as I thin these out, I will be dropping in the smaller ones, so it just takes over. So the bigger ones will still get more room to expand, and then these might catch up. I just don't think it's gonna be that quickly. But anyway, that's gonna be pretty much this video. I've shown you everything in here. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Alright guys, well that's gonna be it. Go ahead and hit the bell notification, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Any questions, comments, concerns, constructive criticism, please leave them down in the comments below. I'm gonna clean up here. I'm gonna try and get the space cleared out for starting my pepper seeds, just because those suckers take so long. And Brian over on Instagram, Never Enough Dirt, he just started his, I think this week or last week, and I messaged him about it. He says, we've had a warm winter, we haven't had any rain really. The winter temps have been a tiny bit warmer than normal, but we haven't had any real rain. And so that's what he thinks, that we're going to have some warmer winter. We're not going to have really wet, and so that's why he wanted to get the peppers going. And I think there was one or two other people that I think were getting peppers going, and so that's kind of got me pushing. It's got me thinking. So I'm gonna see what I got. If you want to go ahead and see how I get my peppers going, I have the ones that I did when I did them in pea pellets a couple years ago, one of my best or most watched videos. I don't remember if I did anything last year, the year before, when I did them in regular cells. But I will definitely link the pea pellet one. It's basically the same idea. I'm gonna do the same process, except it's just a different medium. So that's it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.